Welcome back to the greatest football analysis show. We're here on Bricka Lane. Shout out to Brick Lane, gentrification, all them people. Soya cappuccinos, almond milk. It is fucking raining right now.
Bro, I can't lie to you. This is the tears of Arteta.
Tears, you lot. This 1-0 Burnley to Arsenal. Let's go straight into the football because we can't mess around. I want to hear what Poet has to say. Obviously, long-time Arsenal fan. The internet was going crazy.
So upset,
last night. Arsenal 0, Burnley 1. Xhaka sent off. Aubameyang scores on goal. Jet black hair needs to go. I get flat for calling Arsenal a mid-table team last year. I'm generally concerned that Arsenal are going to get relegated. Can't wait for Luton away next year. Oba finally ended his goal drought. Arsenal are shambles. Embarrassing fall from grace. Arsenal should focus on the Europa League and play in the UCL from the Championship because there's no hope. What is going wrong?
I'm going to apologise first to Specs, to Tigo, to a lot of the Arsenal fans that were definitely trying to show me what's happening, and due to me being quite naive, and due to me loving Arsenal and loving Arteta's jet black hair, I'm letting you know I bought colouring this morning, and I'm going to the training ground because I see the greys.
Horrible, bro.
Just that sky, I see the greys.
Have a nice.
And I can honestly say, yeah, Bruce, I was wrong, bro. Like I'm saying, Specs saw it mad early. Specs said he's lost the dressing room. Specs said a lot of things, I can't lie, that were very, very true. Specs said it very early, and then you take a look at all the things that are happening now, the amount of red cards we're getting within the last few games, and we're not scoring. 33 crosses and no goal. Like when that was David Moyes against West Ham for Manchester United in 2012, I was on him. It can't be different for Arteta. I'm on him as well. Yeah, Brody's there.
And I think the transition can always be tough. Liverpool had a tough transition. United are still transitioning. You lot, since Wenger's gone, I feel like the Arsenal fans, you know, before there used to be a lot of cockiness and maybe even pride that you lot went undefeated.
Yeah.
And now I feel that's finally, I feel like reality's finally hit all Arsenal fans, and it's like, all right, we have problems.
I don't think the reality's hit Arsenal fans. I don't think it has.
No?
No, I think they're very upset. They're very reactive. So they understand that this isn't right. Like where it is right now,
right.
They're definitely allowed to show outrage. We don't score. We can still concede. It's a massive L. Massive L. Look at this. I like man them. It's a massive L.
So out of the three problems here, board,
well done, Gigi. How are you? Right?
Board, players, manager. If you were to rank those problems, top 1, top 2, top 3.
The board's clearly. Do you know what the top is right now? If I'm being realistic,
Yeah, go on.
and it hurts me to say this, Arteta.
Arteta.
The board are the board. They run the club. They've told you what the terms and conditions are, and you've agreed to it. You can't now be upset. Do you know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to go there. You've got a bit of money. You wanted an opportunity to show that you have the managerial class. I still believe that, one day you'll be a fantastic manager. Couple trophies under your CV already, but the truth and reality is, I think, Specs was right. He's well out of his depth.
Out of his depth for Arsenal.
Yeah. You can't be sticking up. Like, you're 39 years old and you're walking to people that are not that older than you, trying to talk down to them, it seems. Like, how can you not talk to David Luiz? Because something got leaked. Niggas, shits get leaked every day, man, nigga. Come on, fam. They leak everything.
iCloud got hacked. But Xhaka as well. I mean, I criticised him last week. I don't think he's good enough for a top 10 side.
I think he is, but I just think that you have to build.
Do you really think he is?
Yeah, because Fred still plays for Manchester United and they're finishing third.
I think he's better than Xhaka.
No, I think Fred's in better circumstances than Xhaka. I think Xhaka's bad. I don't think he's that great, but I don't think he's as bad as people make him. You put Xhaka next to El Neni, and then you put Rob Holding behind him, and these are no disrespect to these guys, and then you put some of the younger players that haven't gone through a lot of things in life, like the Smith Rowes, the Reece Nelsons, the Eddie Nketiahs. Like, what are you really asking of this lot? Do you know what I mean? What are you really asking of Xhaka to do with?
I think what I'm saying is that out of the top 9 sides, would he fit into any of those sides? And I don't think he would.
But you're basing that on him playing for Arsenal. And I can show you an example of a guy that used to play for Newcastle called Tuvon, or I think his name was, who was terrible at Newcastle.
Yeah, well, that's Newcastle, bro.
No, but he's gone back to Marseille. He's back in the French squad. I think it's what I'm trying to show you is the circumstances with Xhaka. I'm not saying he's a great footballer, but he probably could play for West Ham and do pretty well, purely because of the skills he has. And
I don't think West Ham would want him, you know.
Nah, they would not with Declan Rice. Not with Declan Rice. But I don't think Xhaka. I think Arsenal fans and a lot of football fans, ignorance is the best thing. Do you know what I'm saying? You watch loads of bad examples of Xhaka and he's terrible.
I think I've seen him play a couple times, and I just think he doesn't have a instinctive forward running style. Whenever he gets the ball, it is quite sideways.
But he's not meant to have an instinctive running forward style. That's not his style of play.
But like Liverpool, for example, even their DMs all play forward. Fabinho, Wijnaldum.
Yeah, but that's the style you lot play. But if that's an effective style,
that Arsenal have.
Arsenal don't have a style. But that's not Xhaka's fault.
But the Arsenal
You're talking
should
about
have.
Klopp implementing a style, getting the right players for that style, and everyone doing well. What I'm speaking about is a style with a group of players that have played in 3 or 4 different styles. They still don't even know.
TK Maxx.
And you're going to have to find one good item of clothing.
You're TK Maxx.
Pierre Aubameyang is that
but
one.
I don't even think Pierre Aubameyang is in a gold label at TK Maxx.
Yes.
I still think Xhaka's in sale. Holdings in sale.
There's a lot
Quite
of people in sale.
Bellerin.
But I don't want people to do is be prisoners to the moments and hold it. These no disrespect you lot, these are professional footballers. A lot of you lot, rappers, musicians, people that work in shops, you all try to be footballers. Like a lot of us tried to be footballers. Xhaka is an example of a man that made it. So I get it, he's not that great. But all of this, he can't play. Blood, he's better than everybody cussing him. All of us lot, he's better than all of us.
Yeah, but we're on the streets talking about
Of course we are. So what I'm saying to show a bit of we're a bit more intelligent than that, some of us. You are anyway. Xhaka's a good player in bad circumstances. Not a great player, not amazing. He's better than what he's showing. It's just that, who is playing well at Arsenal? Aubameyang scoring own goals. The man's getting on Xhaka. This doesn't even make sense.
No, but the own goal is an accident, bro. I mean, the whole team is playing very badly.
But the last time he scored was a penalty. So now what, is Pierre Aubameyang shit? The last goal he scored was a penalty at Old Trafford.
That's different positions though.
Now it's different for him.
That's what you said as well. It's different.
No, I'm saying to you, everyone has to do their job. If you're not doing your job, you're just
no one's doing their job.
So then how am I pinning it on Xhaka?
I'm not just pinning it, I'm thinking because of the red card.
I think it's because everyone.
I wouldn't just put it on Jad. Say Bellerin's not playing that well.
Holding's not playing that well.
Holding's not playing well. It's a whole team problem. I think
the youngsters are a little bit inconsistent. They show spells of greatness.
And also, it's in the script. Xhaka's in the script, so.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. But I just think I can see why Xhaka's.
And also because Evra has brought up Xhaka and said that Thierry Henry himself said.
Evra is a hoe. He will say anything to get clicked. He's a hoe.
Like he said, Thierry Henry switched off the TV.
He said that David Moyes. Zaha was speaking with David Moyes. Like Evra said a lot.
He ate a raw chicken.
Evra has had 3 different hairstyles in one show.
No, but
like what? It's not. What's that scary movie called? Not Another Scary Movie.
But even I know we're going on. I know we're going on about it. But I think even you've said in your words, in a way, that Xhaka's not good enough for Arsenal.
No, but he is.
You think he's good enough for Arsenal?
Arsenal are 15.
All right,
what are you talking about?
All right, cool.
What are you talking
about?
All right,
for a top 10 side.
For a top 10 side, Xhaka under different circumstances would be a different. I'm not saying, because the thing is, you're making
like a Brighton Hove.
You're making it like I'm saying he's a great player. I don't want to make it like
great. I don't think he's great.
I don't want to make it too much of a discussion, but is Xhaka at 26, 27 years old, who represents his country, Switzerland, is he good enough to get for a top 10 side in the Premier League? 100%. Is he good enough to be our Arsenal side, which needs help?
That's where I disagree, because I don't think it's a top 10 side thing.
Cool. Well, to be fair, at Arsenal, he's been in the top 10 sides quite a lot. He's never been out of the top 10 with Arsenal. So
well, look.
Well,
now he's out of the top 10. But let us know in the comments, the Xhaka debate. Is he good enough for Arsenal? Is he not? Is he a top 10 player? Is he not? Obviously, me and Pert are disagreeing here. But there are other players there that are not doing that well. Bellerin, my boy.
Loads of them. Bellerin's my guy. He's getting foul throws.
He's crossing. He's just like,
this is Bellerin. He's more in terms of and Bellerin, I love these people.
I think he's the veganism.
When man fuck up, you just got to say, my brother, you fucked up.
Yeah, the whole team.
And the one thing I don't like doing is pointing at one man.
Nah, I hear you, but that's in the script. All of you lot
are doing terrible. Lacazette, you're playing AM at 28.
It's a football show,
Xhaka, bro, we just have to be honest. I like honesty.
But I think there is honesty. If you're going to be honest, the whole team is very bad.
There we go. That's the honesty.
The whole team is bad, and there are standout players that are really bad.
And I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. And
but then to
the really bad ones are 3 or 4 of them.
And I agree with that.
Say maybe
but the circumstances are bad.
Bellerin,
so if I don't expect good things from bad, like for example me, I've had some terrible questionable moments in my life. If you use that as a way of describing my talent.
No, but consistently, has he been good? That's what I mean, because consistently.
You said since Wenger's gone, it's been bad.
Yeah, it has been bad. The whole
so then why am I expecting anyone to be good? Is it Özil is at home watching it right? Like everything at that club, I've got to be honest, is that I thought Arteta was going to be the saviour of the mess. That is a massive mess. I'm not going to say, Xhaka, you're the problem. I'm going to go, this whole thing is
the whole
a
thing
mess. So for me to point at one person and blow and polo, it's just a mess.
I do understand. And you're an Arsenal fan. You want it to be more peaceful, because right now AFTV is going mad.
But can I blame them?
He's going mad.
Can I blame them?
No, I'm not blaming them. I'm just saying it's going mad.
Because last week
I see Troopz in America with a guy standing on boxes. Like he's panning down on the boxes, and
look what they've done to my brother.
Grabbing the mic off the guy.
He's gone to New York to have a better life.
Oh,
look what they're doing to him.
Grace.
Look what the club is doing to my
boy. Cortisol levels are high. Troopz is struggling. My brother, love you. But the AFTV and chill, I thought AFTV and chill was over. You lot won like a couple of FA Cups, you won a little community shield for the community. And now, 15th.
We lower than that.
You're 15th, 16th, I think. 15th. 16th. I think 16th with maybe 6 points off relegation, 5 points off relegation.
And
It is horrendous.
There's nothing I can say, bro.
And look, I think
You can't even score.
this guy's got the best moment. Just Lambert, Arsenal's so bad, a man put a mask over his eyes.
That's not the best moment. The best moment is when Holding and Wood are standing back to the camera. It says Holding Wood.
Incredible.
But now, honestly,
Homosexuals FC.
I can't lie. Specs, Tigo, they've been on it from early.
If someone from Filthy could hold your wood, who would you let? Which one? I'm trying to think. Who has the most like nice hands? That's the way you gotta look at it. You gotta block out everything else.
I don't want to have this conversation.
I'm trying to think. If Mitch was still at Filthy, you'd have to pick Mitch. Because there's no one else really. You let them hold your wood. If there's someone, who would you want to hold your wood? Let us know in the comments under. For me, obviously it'd be Rihanna, first choice keeper. But second choice out of Filthy is if I had to pick someone to hold my wood. If I had to, it would be Mitch when he wasn't Filthy. But otherwise, it's a tough decision. Because Miles, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? He's too wedge. Specs, maybe Specs, because me and him would just be bants about it. But anyway, guys, I've gone on a bit of a tangent there.
It was Burnley's second win of the season.
It's awful. It's awful.
Come through. Don't run away.
Burnley.
We accept everyone.
Beat
Yeah?
Arsenal. I'm trying to think of any other talk. Did I miss out anything from Arsenal?
Yeah.
Who?
They're
What?
terrible.
They're terrible. What is it?
Arteta and David Luiz don't talk. How can Arteta say, I am going to destroy whoever leaked that, and it got leaked? He got upset about a leak. And then
bad.
even that got leaked. Like,
You know what I like though? You know what I love as well? Like, shout out to Adidas. But you lot did like a nice tracksuit advert. Everyone's wearing it. Like all the adverts, Ian Wright's popping.
now
Everybody's
pause.
like,
This is the reasons why everyone's too upset. That's why I'm
it's like, wait, this doesn't go.
everyone's.
This doesn't go, bro.
I told you,
I
it's
ain't
not,
buying no tracksuits.
it's not football no more. It's like NBA basketball.
You were
It's
saying
like-
that off camera.
Yeah.
Bring that point up now.
So I'm saying the reasons why I fallen in love with football is when I grew up, everything was a particular type of way. When you go Arsenal, it's like a family spirit, and now football is no longer a team thing. It's about the solo person. So we always talk about Ronaldo v Messi, and then we got Jadon Sancho and Lewandowski. We always talk
Smith.
about the isolated individual.
Yeah.
But then my dad always spoke to me about the 1970 Brazil team, and yes, you had Pele and Maradona that used to come out. But we always spoke about teams like the 1992 Ajax team and the class of '92 of Manchester United. The 19. Now we're just speaking about Ronaldo, Messi, or Lewandowski. We very rarely speak about. The last team I spoke about was the Pep Guardiola team of
And
Barcelona.
a lot of things have been commercialised. I know.
Yes.
And they have. Like,
And I'm part of the problem.
we're all part of the problem. Do you know what I mean? Shout out to this tracksuit from Adidas. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, boom. But there's just things that aren't missing. It's like, now it's chaos. I feel like the world's in. If you look at everything that's happening in the world, it's reflecting in football. And we're going to have, I think, in the next 4 or 5 years, maybe filthy fellas, maybe even us on the TV being like, that's dead or that's this. Or like,
100.
because Evra's already breaking the mold. They're allowing him to speak. You know, before, after Evra eats the chicken, after Evra says this about David Moyes' daughter, before I'd expect, you know what?
Allow it.
We're dropping you off to MOTDX.
Yeah.
But now, they're like, you know what? This works. It's
When I
getting
grew
us
up,
clicks.
that's it. When I grew up,
It's changing.
football was
We're
about
part
art.
of the problem.
Football was about art. So even Juninho played for Middlesbrough, you appreciated, and he could have made them move to Manchester
Smell
United.
macaroni.
Today,
No cheese.
football's about numbers. It's not about art. It's not
Numbers.
about the fantastic turn that you've done to create a pass. All it is about is how many assists did you get, how many goals did you get, how many clean sheets did you get, how many numbers have you got? Whoever got the best numbers is the best in the world.
Numbers. Yeah, now football and the world is in a mad place, and it's definitely reflecting onto football. It's mad, bro. It's mad. But look, we've gone on about Arsenal. Let us know, what's your biggest problem there? What a madness, bruv. Madness.
Jeremy Kyle.
Jeremy Kyle.
Arsenal need Jeremy Kyle.
Jeremy Kyle. No, we don't. You know why? 'Cause I don't like Jeremy Kyle.
Nah.
No, I don't rate that.
Jerry Springer.
You know why? Because they get poor people, and they get people who are going through problems, and they exploit them. In my
That's what
opinion.
Arsenal did. All of these people are from poor backgrounds, and they've gone to the club, and you've given them loads of money. That's why they
know
make
what I
really
reckon?
silly decisions. And then the people that have got money at the top have always had money,
You know
so they
what I
know how to
reckon?
manage money.
Everyone should stop watching Premier League, stop buying tickets, and go support SC Dons.
And then what happens?
We just watch the SC Dons.
The next thing you know, they As long as the SC don't stay true.
Yeah.
Because I trust them.
Yeah.
Because you can be honest, the football world is the most dishonest
You can't,
world.
I feel, the maddest thing is, I feel like with football, you can't actually be pissed at footballers.
No.
Or clubs.
You can't.
Because these man, let me just break, I don't want to break it down too much, but they don't care about you.
They don't.
They don't care.
Do you know what you do? You know when you're on Twitter cussing football like me? Do you know what we are basically
They don't
equivalent
care.
of? You know when you go to a restaurant and you hate it and you do a bad review? That's what we're doing. Like, we're having a bad review about Arsenal. All it's like them people that complain and write letters.
Restaurants
like,
that can hurt
that's who
them.
we are.
Restaurants that can hurt them because people won't go if they see 3.2 stars.
My bro.
With clubs, people still go and buy season
My
tickets.
bro, you got Pogba doing statements. These footballers, listen.
Football's gone. Football's
Football?
gone. It's gone.
I know you don't care about what we say.
Football's gone.
Footballers is gone. Footballers
gone.
are so concerned with the public. The public are so concerned with football, but no one's concerned with the art within football that made it special in the first place.
I remember Gerrard to Chelsea, 30 million. Teletext announced it. I remember Olympiacos, Gerrard goal. I listened to it on the radio. And it's Gerrard! I listened to that on the radio. That's what football was about. It was about, you know when you listen to, I was in the car the other day, hearing football through the radio.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is football. Because you're hearing the noise, it's about the noise, it's about fans. I sound like Ellie Menjum, but it's about fans. It is about, and they've lost it. They lost
I think
touch
more
with it.
people back in the day knew about football, so they would make. Like I said, Juninho was going to move from Middlesbrough that got relegated to Manchester United, bro. But he went to Spain because Brazilians watched more Spanish football, so that was his entry point into the Brazilian team. Now, today, I don't hear them stories. I just hear, yeah, my man's going to sign this guy for 50 million. It's all money, numbers, like.
Nah, it's gone.
I need a story.
Say, don't be. If you are pissed off, don't be pissed off, man. Have a nice. Do you know what I mean? Look around you. You might have your parents or your family there, or you might not have anyone, but you'll probably have an internet connection. Be grateful for that and just enjoy, you know, the sky and the air.
Because I know you love these footballers when they score and they celebrate in front of you, but the truth of the matter is they just go to a club. I'm not saying they're bad people. They're doing what they want, but after they go home, they just care about how that experience made them feel. They don't care about what they have done for people. I remember some people do, but football's a selfish world, man.
Man, let us know what's happened with football as well. Is the game gone? Obviously, VAR horrendous. Arsenal's next match is Southampton, Everton,
Lost.
Man City, Chelsea, Brighton.
I have us down to lose every game and probably draw Brighton. I have no faith in this side.
Oh my God.
If your gaffer doesn't talk to one of your most experienced players, your top goal scorer is not scoring, your other striker is now playing AM.
You lot, it's fantastic to watch though.
Oh, this is what I'm saying.
Fucking mad to watch.
Imagine me 4 years ago.
It's so fucking good to watch.
Imagine me 4 years ago on Copa 90. How would I have been responding?
Copa 90? I don't know, bro.
Now I'm just like,
It is what it is. It is what it is. Anyway, Man United, Man City, 0-0. Let's not waste too much time talking about this.
terrible game.
Because there was
Terrible.
nothing. One comment there, Ashton Ali. Me watching the food go round and round in the microwave was more entertaining than the Manchester derby. We do have a statement from Pookie. This is the statement. That was a statement. And let's go into Pogba because there's nothing else to say about the game. So Pogba released a statement. I've always fought and will always fight for Manchester United. He released a statement that he cares and they're stronger together. And you know, when you don't know what's going on inside, don't talk. He's telling about the critics and everybody talking about his agent. What do you reckon about that? Does it show anything about him?
Like,
I'm getting bored of it personally.
Pogba, I love you.
I don't
but
care.
That situation you have is
Don't
trash,
care.
and the Man United, it's just all trash. When you moved to Man United, you wanted to be you moved there, you agreed to it, Paul. You agreed to it as much as Man United agreed to it. So do you know what? I'm with Vuj. It's boring now,
Boring,
man.
bro.
It's boring.
Don't care, bro.
Who
Like, you
cares?
know what as well? I'm a fan of Paul Pogba, and I'll back Paul Pogba. But bro, if you and your, you know, and the club, whatever, but just like leave, bro. Like, sorry, boss, bro, Pogba, just leave. Like, and your agent, just go. Like, I'm not even on the United side. I think they've been dead in this whole encounter with Pogba over the years.
Yeah.
But just go. Why you just go?
But then do you know what it
January,
is?
June,
My
just
thing
go
is
and
this.
enjoy your football, man.
In the same breath as I'm getting at Pogba, Man United, if this guy wants to go,
Let him go.
stop ruining the brand of Paul Pogba and making him look like some disloyal guy. If he's told you he wants to go, let him go, bro. It's not working.
I also don't like it. They tried to cut his personality, and they're like,
Of course.
oh, obviously Graham Souness has a big anti-Pogba agenda. They were trying to cut his personality. Be like, why is he doing this? Why is he that? Shut up, man.
And that's the reason why I say
Just
to you,
shut up.
don't get on Xhaka. If Xhaka played for Liverpool and those were the performances and Liverpool are top, I'm like, Xhaka,
But you know what it was? Remember when I used
Pogba and Xhaka play for
you
two
know what it
clubs
was?
that are terrible in business.
I hear you.
Terrible.
I feel like, you know, I hear you. You know when there's standout players? Like Henderson, I used to really dislike at Liverpool. I don't like for me, it's a personal thing of how players play. And I think Arsenal deserve players that when they get the ball, they go forward. Whoever they are, they
But
should
then
have that ability.
pause here. If you didn't like Henderson, but you like him now,
I
that
don't
means
like him that much now, as a footballer.
irrespective of nothing, you have to respect what he's done.
No, I respect what he's
You
done.
had no respect before, and neither did I. But
Yeah.
why have we built respect?
I'm
Because
still
a
not
new coach has
fan
come
of him
in
as a footballer.
and given him new sets of instructions that relate
do
to
you-
him, and they've worked. What I'm saying is, Wenger, we didn't trust. Cool. Emery, we didn't trust. Cool. Arteta now, we're not trusting. So for us to now criticise a group of people before we start criticising the powers that be is weird to me.
Always criticize. We know that. People know that we
So I
criticize
can't
Kroenke and them, man.
But that's the reasons why it's difficult, because if I go by the concept that everyone's
I
going,
hear what you're saying.
Henderson
I
is
hear what
shit.
you're saying. I
Because
still
at the
don't-
time, when I was on Twitter,
You know what's
people were
mad?
chatting about Henderson,
Yeah.
he was terrible. He
He
got
has
called the
improved,
best
he
player
has
in the
improved.
world by some Brazilian coach last year. So to go from Sunderland, what the hell are we signing this for, to the best player in the world by a coach's opinion, I'm just not going to get on him.
Alright.
Give it some time, man.
Henderson versus Xhaka, let us know.
Easy.
Everton, look, United, we have that, yeah, as we said, there's nothing really to
Terrible.
we're
bro.
bored of it, bro. Pogba, Man United let him go. Just,
And 0-0, I'm sorry.
And then game.
When all this I know my man said Fimo played superb. I'm sorry. Manchester United 0, Man City 0 is terrible.
it was the worst footballing derby.
Terrible.
Footballing derby. Worse than Red Star Partizan behind closed doors 0-0s.
Roy Keane was watching,
Horrible.
and this is what you saw Harry Maguire do to Stones.
And they're hugging.
I'm not saying don't hug. I'm not saying don't be friends, but there's a tunnel. Do it down there. You've just drew
Fam.
0-0 in a game that you kind of need to win in order for you to push and to. It's 0-0.
I
Man
think-
City can be happy. United can't be happy.
They should have just lips them. If you're going to be doing all that, you might as well just lips go all the way.
Gary and Scholes
In my
done it.
opinion.
Gary and Scholes done it.
Yeah, I think, who was it that hugged Stones and Maguire?
And Maguire.
Yeah, but they should have lips. Just started, boom, take off his shorts, do your thing, bro. There, on the pitch.
For 100.
For £100.
Come true, my brother. Feel free, man.
Hey, bro.
Nah, come true,
Nice one.
man. We share.
Man, like Clark Kent. Yeah, man. Mad. Absolutely mad. He hit you. What do you mean he hit you? Everton 1, Chelsea 0. Everton, shout out Everton, man. 1-0. Great win for them. Not even mad at the Everton loss. It was clear to see we lacked creativity on Saturday. We were nullified huge of Everton's marking and pressing. Borderline a little bit worrying that it's twice in 2 games that Mendy has given a penalty away by coming off his line. Hope they address it before Wolves. And Joaquin Cole says the truth is Everton is at the moment on a better position to succeed in the future than Arsenal. Now, Reece James were mad against Everton. Kai was very frustrating, but he needs a lot of time. Chelsea can't afford the next KDB Salah problem. Definitely the new winger in January. No, you don't need a new winger. Another attacking player.
It was 1-0 Chelsea
1-0,
fans.
man. It happens, man.
That's what I'm saying to you. I think a lot of the younger football fans, because they just haven't lived for a little
It
while,
happens.
they just
It
think
happens.
that this is not possible.
Yeah.
This happens.
Bad results happen.
It happens.
Yeah.
If you go into Premier League history, you will see Sir Alex Ferguson losing 5-0 to Chelsea at Stamford Bridge in a time where they were sick. People lose. No one's perfect. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, and Everton played
Well
a good
done.
game. Yeah, well done to Everton. They have been struggling a little bit recently. That was poor from Mendy, taking on Calvert-Lewin.
So what? Well done.
Well done.
Carlo Ancelotti, Everton beat Frank Lampard's Chelsea. Well done, Carlo Ancelotti. Don't
Yeah.
put down Chelsea, man.
But I don't think there's that much to go into it. Chelsea's form, you'll get to see it after the next 4 or 5 games to make a bit more of a rounded statement. Liverpool, Fulham though, 1-1. This game made no sense to me because I saw it before the fixtures and I thought 3-0 Liverpool. I thought Salah 2 penalties, maybe a little Hendo tap in. I thought easy, genuinely. Fulham have been bad. They're like,
But have they?
17th, 18th?
But have they?
But recently,
Aye.
they've dropped Mitro, so they're not. I love Mitro, but with Mitro, they're one-dimensional. People know what's going to happen. A long ball from the flanks, cross it into Mitro. Maybe we score a goal.
But you know what's lit?
But now,
They got a Serb and a what?
a Jamaican.
Come on,
yes! Fulham. That's our team.
That's my new team. I'm
The
buying the
new
top.
team.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Reed, if you're watching, I beg you, I want to Fulham top.
Bobby
Yeah,
Reed.
yeah, yeah. I'm on this.
With a great finish, Bobby Reed. But to be fair, in my honest opinion,
Yeah.
they should have had a penalty. Some Liverpool fans are saying it's not a penalty. I believe it was Bobby Reed in their box. Fabinho takes his foot first, loses his standing, gets the ball goes out for a corner. Ref sees that it's a penalty. Well, in his eyes, not a penalty, but it's a penalty.
Yeah.
So VAR, what's the point? There's no point.
Is you know what's becoming?
No point.
You're a very progressive person. You like new things. You always like new
I do
things.
like new things.
And then you're doing this show, and I think I can see why you're getting frustrated. Because guess what's the problem again? VAR.
Yeah.
Guess who we're tired of again? The Pogba situation.
Yeah.
Guess what we're tired of again?
the
Man
same
United's
situation.
inconsistency. Arsenal being... It's just
Yeah.
when do these people realise this is a problem? Let's change it so we no longer have to
Not
have that
happening.
conversation.
Maybe they just want they just want clicks and conversation.
So if you get clicks and conversation, what do you get? Numbers.
Potentially,
You get numbers, what do you get? Money. So this is all happening for money.
Pogba cracked the matrix. I think it's definite penalty. Fulham could have been 3-4-0 up. They ended up
Serious?
going, bruv, chance. Good save to
What's the
Madison.
football like? Is
Chance.
the football mad?
Fulham are playing well. Liverpool, apart from the penalty, had one more chance with Henderson one-on-one.
Serious?
Apart from that, Fulham should have won quite comfortably.
The centre midfielder they got, I think it's Zambangisa or something like
Yeah,
that.
they've got a few ballers, bro.
Is he good? The one in the centre midfield, tall black guy.
Yeah, solid. Yeah, Fulham played well.
And Reed,
And Reed, the finish from Reed,
Reed was mad, innit?
finished.
Jamaica.
Planting it into the bottom corner.
Planted. My brother, Listen, I'm going to make my Aki and Saltfish 11, I'm telling you, fam. I'm letting you know. The yard man up.
Bro, there were some comments though. Liverpool dropping points again after one of the worst first halves on the clock. Not sure why Firmino turned into Benteke this season and can't control a ball. Liverpool joined top of the league with Henderson playing centre back. Matrix glitching like a pirated stream with a Walking Dead. As a Liverpool fan, we were shocking today. Alexander Singh says, big up man like Bobby Reed from Jamaica, real blood clot Yardie. Also Leon Bailey with that banger. Jurgen Klopp speaking to Sky Sports about Fulham. They're a good looking football team, like their manager. He's a homosexual.
I hear that.
He loves the homies. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, that was all I just got intimidated by a guy in a beige
he was a
jacket.
whole, right?
You
Beige
like-
jacket.
You look like Drake in that
It's Mitch in
mixtape cover.
2014.
Oh, not Geezer.
Shout out to Mitch, my brother. But
I do think people need to lay off Liverpool. You're talking about a side that's probably got more injuries than a lot of people, and despite that, they still do very, very well. So if they've got an injury-struck side and they're drawing 1-1 with Fulham, I hope no Arsenal fans are getting onto them.
and you know what? It's still a draw. Where are they? Tied top of the league.
Who?
Liverpool. And that's with all these injuries, they're still tied top of the league.
I'm just saying Arsenal. Our main striker is scoring own goals. We're 15th. We're so far from Liverpool. Even if we got a train there, we wouldn't arrive in 2.5 hours from London. Like, we are far, bro.
GMT minus 2 hours.
We are far.
But Liverpool, is this going to be a problem going forward, or will Liverpool be fine? It's an interesting one. But Palace, Tottenham 1-1. Kashim Curry says Guaita had more than a nice this weekend. Man was on fire. What I'm saying is this: imagine Son had those chances that Calavera had. Granted, Liverpool will be more up for the game on Wednesday, but so will we. It's definitely going to be an entertaining match. Also, shout out Guaita. Man was moving like prime Neuer in the second half and got them a deserved point. Are we good?
1 minute.
1 minute left.
Yeah, do you want to do?
Oh snap!
Oh.
Oh,
So I'd stop now and then you can keep going.
Oh, sweet.
okay. Mad thing. Yeah.
Sorry.
So Guaita, yeah, he lets in that goal from Kane. Bad mistake. I was listening to this on the radio, by the way.
Oh, real one.
But the saves afterwards, have you seen them?
Bro,
When he plucks that free kick out of the top bins, it's one of the greatest saves I've seen
seriously, that
in the
man.
Prem.
I'll be real, I had him on career mode. I bought him on career mode. I was like, do you know, let me just get a quick keeper. Oh my God. Player of the season. Player of the
Incredible.
season.
A few other saves as well.
I mean, he's not my favourite though.
He's man of the match with conceding a blunder. And that never happens to keepers.
For me personally,
Man of
if
the
you
match.
want to be a Crystal Palace legend,
Mad.
take a look at the past. I want to see jogging bottoms. I want to see your arms covered. I'm thinking about Corral. Was it Corral? Who's the guys on the past?
Gabor Kirali.
Gabor. Just take it back now.
You got to
Excel.
be hungry to play for the team as well. And I think Guaita has that hunger. He wants to show that he's there, and he's there for Crystal Palace. But Spurs though, went 1-0 up. It's so Mourinho. But there's going to be a lot of draws for Spurs this season. That's the way they play this football.
It's not even just that. Remember, people, the Premier League is probably the best league in the world. It's one of the only leagues in the world where you can go and play a ninth place side and have problems. Real problems, you know where I'm coming from. So, yeah, I rate the Premier League. It's highly competitive. It's not going to be as easy as you think.
And this is a glitch because there's no fans. There's no real home advantage. Obviously now 2,000 fans with all the masks on, whatever. But there's no real advantage.
I tell you what, I think it's having an. I think that
does
is.
have an effect.
Yeah, I think the Everton fans. So I watched that game. The Everton fans being
does a
there,
little-
it done something to the
does.
players.
It
The
does.
players are kind of like.
That's what I'm saying. But so
Yeah.
far, but also some places are in tier 3. So Man United, Man City, no fans. And
Honestly,
you see how much it drops. The level, the energy, intensity of that game was nothing.
I'll be honest with you. Man City.
We need fans.
That was literally, in terms of a derby, It's one of the worst games. Sorry to go back. It was terrible.
But it needs fans. I reckon even with 2,000-3,000 it would help, obviously.
For banter, they should get loads of electric fans and just turn them on.
Do you remember Vuvuzelas at the World Cup?
Who?
Vuvuzelas.
Oh.
I hated them. That made it almost unwatchable. Shout out to South African dons that are watching this. Shout out South Africa. But Vuvuzelas, my bro. I really dislike Vuvuzelas, bro. Just too noisy.
Why? It doesn't need to be so loud. I'm trying to concentrate here.
Yeah.
Sorry, my thing. Come through, please. We don't
come
discriminate here. We love everyone.
Everyone. Nice one. Leicester City 3-0 against Brighton, convincing. That's a side that you go, yeah, they're playing football. And as Troopz said, that's who Arsenal should be, almost.
Wow.
Arsenal should be a Leicester City, where you're beating teams that you expect to win. You beat them. Obviously, Brighton had a couple chances, but you expect Arsenal to
But if you're going to say that, then one thing I will
I
say,
like that
Troopz,
statement.
is... Troopz,
I like that statement.
I like it, but it's a little bit of ignorance. Troopz, I do understand where you're coming from, but the reasons why that is allowed to be that is because the business of it is amazing. So when you sell Kante, you got Ndidi. When you sell Mahrez, you got Ashley Barnes coming through. Now the business of Arsenal has Lacazette playing AM whilst Özil's at home. You can't expect the Leicester City because the business isn't right at the club. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's not right.
So,
not being run well.
at all, bruv.
But Leicester, they're up there, doing really, really well, smashing it. Southampton as well. What a side.
Come on, man.
You know I love Hassan Huttle.
Oh,
You know I love Hassan Huttle.
come on, fam.
What a manager.
That man conceded 9 and never looked back. And it's just like,
9-0, and they've come back, and now they're, top 4, top 5 in the Prem. Yeah, go for it, brother.
can we go and talk about Danny Ings being the one-man side, really? Not when you've got Adams and...
Armstrong, Redmond, Ward-Prowse.
You know Ward-Prowse is my guy.
Ward-Prowse with the free kicks is incredible, bro.
You begin to think to yourself, wait a minute, you man sold Højbjerg to Spurs, they've progressed, but somehow you've still used an old ball-headed Romanian from Chelsea who's an absolute baller to allow Ward-Prowse to elevate in a 4-4-2 formation. Like, this is what makes me know Specs and Tigo was so right. Because that man hasn't got the class of some sides, but they play so well.
Play as a team.
They play so good. They're really
They've
good
got
side.
cojones.
Kieran Tierney called Arteta a good manager.
Imagine that Southampton is in the title race, Riddler, Saints flying, and Ward-Prowse pulling more strings than a tampon thief.
My brother, come through, my G. Come through, man. We are shooting something, but why can't you walk past?
You know.
You've created your own rules, my friend. You're done now.
But yeah, big up Southampton, they're smashing it. A few other games to just kind of quickly go through though. Newcastle 2-1 West Brom. Wolves
Come on,
Villa,
Newcastle.
1-0. Nice scene. Shout out to Jack Grealish having a nice. We've seen you.
And shout out El Ghazi. Do you know what?
I heard it was Photoshop though.
Was it Photoshop?
Someone said it's a fake photo.
Oh.
But either way, let's pretend it's real.
It's not a fake photo. It's just trying to do that because Grealish is white. Grealish, it was real. We know you eat ackee and saltfish and you're my brother. What? Tell me something. But Aston Villa, as a team, everybody in that club, shout you lot out. From my understanding, this guy was getting a little piece of abuse.
Abuse online.
And guess what? He only went and scored the winner. I saw Tyrone Mings tweet it. Tyrone Mings, absolute legend as well. So I like Aston Villa. Shout out Birmingham. Shout out that whole area. Love that.
West Ham 2-1 against Leeds. West Ham up there too, doing really well this season. If we look at the table though, it's tied. Tottenham, Liverpool top, Leicester 1 point behind, Southampton 2 points behind, Chelsea 3 points behind, then West Ham, Everton. United, if they win, they'll be 2 points off top. It is. I love this season in that sense.
Oh, it's all right for us to lose to Burnley. To be fair, we're in the same predicament. So
You're
it's
15.
like
You're 5 points off Fulham.
Like, honestly, Arsenal fans, I can't lead you astray, man. Not that you're listening to me anyway, but boys, yeah, man.
Mad.
Arteta can't be the guy. He
not the
just
guy.
can't. He's not the guy. And I don't mean to offend you, because I know you watch your Arteta. But yeah, you're not the guy, fam.
There's so much going wrong, I think, in the managerial position and also in the board and how they're handling things internally. I think that's affecting the players because you have talent in that team. You have young players,
Yeah.
and I think that affects their mood and how they play. And there isn't that team spirit that Southampton have because they have a good manager that instills a spirit. You know, Klopp, spirit. I think there's a spirit that's lacking because they're looking around them and they're going, none of this makes sense, and they don't turn up 100%.
And I kind of ignore things, and I shouldn't ignore things. I don't know what type of effect it has on other people, but when Willian signs for the club and talks about winning the Champions League in 2 years, and you're just like, what the fuck? When I saw that,
There's
I
a
was
lack
like,
of
this is
reality.
funny,
There's a
innit?
lack
Like,
of reality.
yeah, and it's like, if that's what everybody
There's a
has,
delusion.
so if you're all delusional and then you lose to Aston Villa 3-0, I get why we're here. Because if you was a bit more honest with yourself, when you lose to 3-0 to Aston Villa, you're like, boys, we need to step up. We need to. There's none of that.
Look, there's more comments to go through, but that's the ending of the show, bro. Liverpool play Tottenham on Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
Apparently so. That's what I just read. I thought it was weekend. Apparently it's on Wednesday.
Well, anyway, everyone, keep watching football, keep loving life, keep watching European football. It's getting better. Neymar, what's happened to you has broken my little heart. Hope you come back. You see Neymar?
No.
His ankle went in the direction that no ankle should go. So shout out Neymar, I love you to bits, bro. Hopefully you come back soon. I'm
Like
so...
Zayn Malik when he went to the other direction, one direction.
You get it's 2 different directions, bro.
I have to say RIP Gerard Houllier.
Bruh.
Rest in peace, Gerard Houllier, Liverpool legend.
If you don't know, go take a look at the treble he done in 2001, bro. He was responsible for Michael Owen's career at one point, really looking mad. He was part of that.
Where did I put my bag? Oh, there it is. Fuck, you know, that scared me. Yeah, man, and we'll see you soon. Have a nice, check out Poet's merch, description, link in the description below. I'm currently packing all the merch that I sold. Big up you guys, man. Have a
Do
nice,
you know what?
we love
It's
you.
not merch, by the way, you know.
Merch,
It's just
no,
pole.
It's pole.
It's just pole.
Check out Poet's thing.
Yeah, because the next one, you're going to be a big part of. Wait till you see the next advert I've got. Mad.
Have a nice.